On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Widow.
A woman whose spouse has died and who is not remarried.
Examples:
Widow pension. A war widow. She became a widow after her husband passed away.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Accuse.
To charge or criticize someone with a crime or wrongdoing.
Examples:
Accuse his rudeness. Accuse each other. The witness accused the defendant of committing the robbery.
Skip.
To move along lightly and quickly, making a step from one foot to the other with a hop or bounce, to intentionally fail, to do something which would normally do.
Examples:
Skip across the country. Skip breakfast. We skipped the topic because it was too complicated.
Promiscuous.
Having casual sexual relations frequently with different partners, indiscriminate in the choice of sexual partners, not selective of a single class or person.
Examples:
Promiscuous bathing. Promiscuous lifestyle. He was known for his promiscuous behavior.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Juvenile.
Relating to or characteristic of youth or young people, immature.
Examples:
Exhibit juvenile behavior. Juvenile justice. The detective suspected that the vandalism was the work of juvenile delinquents.
Delinquent.
A person who regularly engages in minor criminal or antisocial activities, especially a young person, a person who has failed to neglect one's duty.
Examples:
A juvenile delinquent. Delinquent payments. The high rate of delinquents in the community has led to increased crime.
Committed.
Willing to put in a lot of effort, time, and energy into something, firmly believing in something.
Examples:
In a committed relationship. Strong and committed sales staff. Our company is strongly committed to meeting customers' needs.
Administer.
To oversee and control the operation or arrangement of something.
Examples:
Administer justice. Administer the funds. After the accident, 3 governmental bodies administer the company.
Assign.
To give a specific job or piece of work to a someone.
Examples.
Assign projects. Assign top priority. Please assign a different color to each other kind of item.
Verdict.
An official opinion or decision made in a civil or criminal case or an inquest, equals an inquiry into the cause of an unexpected death, the findings of a jury on issues of fact submitted to it for decision.
Examples.
The popular verdict. Jury verdict. The Court of Appeals upheld the verdict.
Sterilize.
To make something free of all forms of life, especially bacteria or viruses, by using heat, chemicals, or radiation.
Examples.
Sterilize chemically. Sterilize surfaces. The nurse sterilized the instruments before the surgery to prevent any infections.
Deficiency.
The state of lack, or not having enough of, something that is essential.
Examples.
A deficiency of copper and zinc. A mild degree of mental deficiency. Vitamin deficiency can lead to various illnesses.
Horrific.
Causing horror or disgust, gruesome and terrifying.
Examples.
Horrific experience. Horrific condition. The accident scene was horrific, with bodies and debris scattered everywhere.
Tale.
A story made up in someone's imagination, especially one full of action and adventure.
Examples.
A fairy tale. Tale of horror. Ghosts in folk tales are almost always malicious.
Authoritarian.
Characterized by strict, absolute control and obedience to authority or rules, dictatorial and lacking in personal freedoms or individual rights.
Examples.
Authoritarian practice. Authoritarian government. The authoritarian leadership style left no room for dissent or alternative opinions.
Regime.
The organization, a system, or method that is the governing authority of a political unit.
Examples.
A puppet regime. Exercise regime. Totalitarian regimes are less likely to innovate because they deprive individuals of economic incentives.
Relentless.
Persistent and determined, continuing despite difficulties or setbacks.
Examples.
Relentless attack. Face relentless pressure. The athlete's relentless training paid off in the end.
Eugenic.
Relating to or promoting the improvement of the human genetic stock, particularly through controlled breeding, to enhance desirable traits among offspring.
Examples:
Eugenic screening, eugenic movement. That government had once implemented a series of eugenic policies to improve the population's genetic makeup.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Reproduction.
The process by which organisms create offspring, the production of something similar to an original work.
Examples:
Reproduction rate. Reproduction system. The reproduction of the plant depends on the pollinators.
Retain.
To keep or continue to possess or maintain something.
Examples:
Retain information. Retain a lawyer. Computers help people retain specific memories.
Trait.
A particular feature of your nature.
Examples:
Chemical trait. Personality traits. Multiple genes may influence behavioral traits concurrently.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Evolution.
A gradual process of transformation of living things.
Examples:
Human evolution. Evolution theory. They study the evolution of the universe.
Genetics.
The branch of biology that studies genes, genetic variation, and heredity in organisms.
Examples:
The science of genetics. Genetics discrimination. He is a specialist in the genetics of aging.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with a desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
Inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Dedicate.
To give all of your energy, time, etc., entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause, to set apart for a particular purpose or use.
Examples:
dedicate a few hours. Dedicate a chapter to the subject. He dedicated his life to helping others.
Endeavor.
To make an earnest attempt or effort, to strive or work hard towards a goal or objective.
Examples:
endeavor to succeed. Endeavor as much as possible. We will endeavor to find a solution to the problem as quickly as possible.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Prominent.
Important, well-known, or noticeable.
Examples:
prominent figure. Play a prominent role. The media frequently interviewed prominent scientists.
Progressive.
Relating to or supporting development or advancement, especially social or political one.
Examples:
progressive taxation. Progressive development. The progressive approach to education emphasizes hands-on learning and student-centered classrooms.
Reformer.
A person who makes changes to a system or law to improve it.
Examples:
education reformer. Catalytic reformer. He is regarded as a passionate social reformer.
Improve.
To make or become better.
Examples:
improve a process. Improve the test score. We want to improve ties between our two countries.
Desirable.
Worth having or achieving, pleasing, attractive, or sought after.
Examples:
desirable effect. Desirable result. The beachfront property had a desirable location with stunning ocean views.
Definition.
A concise explanation of the meaning of a word, phrase, or symbol.
Examples:
a precise definition. The definition of a word. Parallel lines are, by definition, lines on the same plane that never cross.
Largely.
Virtually entirely, to a large degree.
Examples:
largely accepted. Largely mitigate the issue. Nevada is largely a desert state.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Prejudice.
A thought or feeling that is unfair and makes no sense, mainly when it is formed without enough thought or knowledge.
Examples:
Deep-rooted prejudice. Color prejudice. This community is free of social prejudice.
Unfit.
Not suitable or good enough for a particular purpose or standard.
Examples:
Unfit for the post. Physically unfit. The doctor declared him unfit for work due to his illness.
Immigrant.
A person who has come to a country where they were not born to live there permanently.
Examples:
Immigrant communities. An immigrant from the country. Police received a report of illegal immigrants in the area.
Disability.
A physical or mental condition that makes it difficult for someone to do some things that other people do.
Examples:
A disability pension. A learning disability. Listening to music at a high volume may lead to a hearing disability.
Genetic.
Of or relating to genes, equals parts of the DNA in cells, or the science of genes.
Examples:
Have genetic testing. A genetic disorder. Understanding protein folding is a vital step in deciphering the genetic code.
Descent.
The act or process of moving downward, a person's family origins.
Examples:
Descent from nobility. Descent of family. The descent from the mountain was steep and rocky.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples:
Influence a child's future. Influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.
Restricted.
Limited in extent, number, scope, or action, especially by official rules, laws, etc.
Examples:
Restricted area. Lactose restricted diet. The country has designated our products as restricted import goods.
Immigration.
The act or process of coming to live permanently in a foreign country.
Examples:
Immigration control. Immigration application. The immigration policy in this country is stringent, making it difficult for many people to obtain a visa.
Outlaw.
To make something illegal, noun, a person who has committed a crime or has been legally convicted of a crime.
Examples:
Outlaw racial discrimination. Outlaw cloning of human cells. Some communities began to outlaw alcohol consumption.
Racial.
Of or related to the race, equals classification of humans into groups based on physical traits or social relations.
Examples:
Racial prejudice. Racial and ethnic backgrounds. A minor racial conflict later led to a civil war.
Union.
A group of employees who have banded together to advocate for their rights and better their working conditions. The act or the state of joining together or being joined together.
Examples:
Bank and credit unions. A craft union. The trade union remained adamant about its demands.
Hygiene.
The practice of maintaining cleanliness in the home and person to prevent illness.
Examples:
Hygiene practices. Public hygiene. Good hygiene is important for preventing the spread of illness.
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples:
Conclude a meeting. Conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Gay.
Homosexual, happy, carefree.
Examples:
Gay couple. Gay rights. The Gay Pride Parade was a celebration of diversity and acceptance.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Brutality.
The quality or state of being cruel or savage.
Examples:
Military brutality. Brutality against civilians. The protesters were outraged by the police brutality they witnessed at the demonstration.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy. Foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Globe.
The earth or world, mainly used to emphasize its vastness.
Examples:
Terrestrial globe. Around the globe. His final goal is to sail around the globe.
Enact.
To make a law, to put something into practice.
Examples:
Enact new legislation. Enact the smoking ban. The government enacted this law in 1925.
Government:
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Forcibly:
Done by physical power or violence, against someone's will.
Examples:
Forcibly remove. Forcibly taken into a car. The police officer forcibly removed the protesters from the public park.
Enforce:
To make sure that people obey a particular law, rule, or situation.
Examples:
Enforce the law. Enforce a contract. Governments make rules, and police enforce them.
Mandate:
An official or authoritative instruction or command, a commission or authority to carry out a particular task.
Examples:
Mandate obligation. An imperial mandate. The mandate given to the new government is to improve the economy.
Deem:
To consider or decide something in a particular way.
Examples:
Deem socially responsible. Deem wrong or inappropriate. Regarding earthquakes, some commercial buildings were deemed unsafe.
Defective:
Having a flaw or fault that prevents proper functioning or usability, broken or imperfect in some way.
Examples:
Defective gene. Defective equipment. The defective product was promptly recalled for safety reasons.
Label:
A small piece of paper, fabric, or other material attached to an object and giving information about it. Verb, to assign to a category.
Examples:
A mailing label. Label a bag with my name. The label on the food package lists the ingredients and nutritional information.
Typical:
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Superficial:
Existing or occurring only at or on the surface, appearing to be true or real only until examined more closely.
Examples:
Superficial wound. Superficial knowledge. The journalist's superficial reporting should have captured the full scope of the issue.
Diagnose:
To determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a careful analysis.
Examples:
Diagnose the problem. Diagnose with CT scans. This device is used to diagnose brain cancer and other tumors.
Linguist.
A person who speaks several foreign languages, a person who studies or teaches languages or linguistics.
Examples:
Foreign linguist, cognitive linguist. Though I love literature, I'm a bad linguist.
Cult.
A small religious group, especially one that is not part of a larger religion and that is regarded as outside the norm, followers of an exclusive system of beliefs and practices.
Examples:
Cult members, cult's practices. The cult leader promised his followers that they would achieve enlightenment if they followed his teachings.
Bias.
A strong feeling in favor of or against one group of people, an idea, or thing, often not based on fair judgment.
Examples:
Bias against a big company. Have a bias towards socialism. She researched gender bias in politics.
Racist.
Characterized by or showing discrimination or prejudice against people of other races. Noun, a person with a prejudiced belief that one racial group is superior to others.
Examples:
Far-right racist. Racist attitudes. The racist comments made by the politician caused widespread condemnation.
Problematic.
Full of difficulties, difficult to deal with or solve.
Examples:
A problematic situation. Seems to be highly problematic. Direct democracy is effective in quickly resolving problematic situations within a community.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Operate.
To work in a particular way, to supervise something.
Examples:
Operate 24 hours a day. Manually operate a machine. This machine is too difficult to operate for me.
Fame.
The condition of being well known and discussed by a large number of people as a result of one's accomplishments, abilities, etc.
Examples:
Leap into fame. His undying fame. Good fame is better than a good face.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples:
Argue a case. Argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Viol.
A stringed instrument, typically with 6 strings and frets, played with a bow, also called a viola da gamba.
Examples:
Viol instrument. Viol music. The viol player was rehearsing for an upcoming concert.
Constitution.
The set of fundamental principles or established precedents that a state, a country, or an organization is governed by, the act of forming or establishing something.
Examples:
The national constitution. The national constitution. When the Constitution is amended, it often creates a great deal of controversy throughout the country.
Deprive.
To take away something from someone.
Examples:
Deprive others of profit. Deprive him of his status. He was deprived of his freedom when sentenced to life in prison.
Judge.
A person who makes decisions in a court of law. Verb, to determine the result of or form a critical opinion of something.
Examples:
Judge a competition. An associate judge. The strict judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff in the case.
Oversee.
To watch and direct someone or something to make sure that it is being done correctly.
Examples:
Oversee the process. Properly oversee the staff. A committee was appointed to oversee a huge budget.
Spare.
Additional to what is necessary for ordinary use. Verb, to give time, money, space, etc. to someone.
Examples:
Spare parts. Spare cost. I made plans to spend my spare time beneficially.
Impending.
About to happen or occur, close in time, imminent.
Examples:
Impending doom. Impending crisis. We must prepare for the impending storm expected to hit our area.
Surgery.
Medical treatment of injuries or diseases involving an incision with instruments and often removing or replacing some parts of the body, the branch of medical science that treats disease or injury by operative procedures.
Examples:
Cardiac surgery. The professor of surgery. He had undergone heart surgery years before.
Victim.
A person who has been harmed, injured, or otherwise negatively affected by a particular action, circumstance, or event.
Examples:
Victim support. Victim compensation. The victim of the crime deserves justice and support to recover from the trauma.
Acquire.
To buy or obtain something such as an asset, object, knowledge, etc., for oneself.
Examples:
Acquire knowledge. Acquire a new company. Children acquire language at a fantastic rate.
Negative.
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples:
Have a negative effect. A negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Connote.
To suggest or imply something in addition to its literal or primary meaning. To imply something beyond the literal or primary meaning.
Examples:
Connote emotion. Connote symbolism. The word home connotes a sense of warmth and comfort.
Horror.
Intense fear or disgust, especially at something shocking or terrifying.
Examples:
Horror movie. Horror-struck look. The stories of war crimes filled her with horror.
Nuanced.
Characterized by subtle differences in appearance, meaning, sound, etc.
Examples:
Nuanced view. The common but nuanced opinion. The sommelier can distinguish nuanced variants in the flavor of the wine.
Bioethics.
The study of ethical issues related to life sciences and healthcare, particularly those related to the moral implications of scientific advances in medicine and biology.
Examples:
Bioethics Committee. Bioethics research. Using animals in medical research raises complex questions about bioethics and animal welfare.
Blunt.
Having a dull or rounded edge or point, not sharp, straightforward in speech or manner, often to the point of being rude or insensitive.
Examples:
Blunt criticism. Blunt force. The blunt knife made it difficult to cut through the tough steak.
Pursue.
To do something or attempt to attain something over time, to follow or seek someone or something, especially in trying to catch them.
Examples:
Pursue a goal. Pursue freedoms. She intends to pursue a political career.
Involuntary.
Acting or done without or against one's will.
Examples:
Involuntary manslaughter. Involuntary muscles. The drug side effects can include involuntary loss of urine.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Lawsuit.
A legal action taken by one party against another in a court of law, typically seeking damages or some other form of remedy for perceived wrongs or harms suffered.
Examples:
Lawsuit settlement. File a lawsuit. The company is facing a lawsuit for its alleged discrimination against employees.
Protest.
A strong expression of disagreement, disapproval, or opposition.
Examples:
Hold a protest. A silent protest. He left the party in protest at its radical political stance.
March.
To walk militarily with stiff, regular steps.
Examples:
March against the war. March east. The troops marched shoulder to shoulder.
Galvanize.
To stimulate or shock someone into taking action. To cover metal containing zinc to protect it from rust.
Examples:
Galvanize steel. Galvanize the country. The motivational speech galvanized the team and gave them the drive to succeed.
Lawmaker.
A politician or legislator who is responsible for making and changing laws.
Examples:
Female lawmaker. Incumbent lawmaker. This company has increased political contributions to federal lawmakers.
Repeal.
The act of officially canceling or making something no longer in force. Verb, to officially cancel or make something no longer in force.
Examples:
Call for the repeal. Repeal bill. The repeal of the law was met with mixed reactions.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Illegal.
Not allowed by law.
Examples:
Illegal drugs. Child of illegal immigrants. The customs agents seized the illegal shipment.
Oppress.
To treat people in a cruel and authoritarian way, especially by denying them the same freedoms, rights, etc. as other people.
Examples:
Oppress the minority. Oppress the people with force. Historically, many countries have often oppressed certain religions to gain the support of the majority of the population.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.